Hey, Chad T, what's up, bro? Yes, that's it. Hey, unadulterated. Keeping it gag. What's up, bro? That's it. Listen, I don't want to dox my neighbors, so. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? We gonna keep it positive today. We gonna keep it positive tonight. So, let me see. Where is my... Okay, so I've never did this from my device. So, I thought that was going to be a bigger fireworks show than that. Let me see. Let me see if I'm going to try to put the link in the post. Let me see here. Kick myself up out the doggone studio. I'm trying to find out how you put... Okay. All right, let me see. If anybody have ever went live on their phone, how do you post the link? Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm just gonna talk to y'all until my little condo is just down the street. I wanted to post the link. Photon is the only real person that goes live in the sector for... Yo, look, keeping the game. Yo, that's why I supported him, because he was really doing a really good job. Let's see here. Let me put my seatbelt on. And then when I get home, it's probably when I can go live. Okay. Let's see here. Let me get out of here. Let's go home. I'm gonna be reading the chat. Let's see here. Doing my safety. 7. So, y'all got any questions? I have been, like I said, other than going live with Photon, I have been trying to keep up with the sector. Do y'all have any questions about anything that happened recently? That y'all wanted anybody's opinions on? Anybody got any opinions about anything else that's been going on in the sector? Miss Bengali. I got text Miss Bengali. Oh man. And tell her I'm live. Let's see here. So y'all just riding home with me for right now. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Oh, I don't even have to text you, girl. What's up? Did you see that fireworks show? Well, actually, I didn't. Oh man, that would be a good little. But I can't pull over right now. Yeah, that's too far to walk. Chatty, you must miss all the action today. No, I have been in the clouds. I actually thought that I had more time to show you the fireworks show, but apparently I must have got there too late. So let's see here. Yeah, there's another neighbor that's doing some fireworks. I'm gonna see if I can pull over here. The ad was wild. Oh, don't worry, keeping the gang. I was definitely watching the ad. KK du jour. Yo, look wow, right? I can't pull over though. Oh man, that would have been a good little shot. That would have been a great shot right there. Let me see if I can pull over a little bit further away. See if I can get this fireworks show going on over here. It's not really a good spot. Let me see. There you go. Did I just miss that one too? Oh my god. I'm late for everything. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I'm too late. It's not so big. Not so. There we go. Then I turn around and there's another one. Oh, the chance you ain't. I ain't in no 79 Buick. You crazy. And Smoke, I know Smoke was live, but yeah. I think that's it for this house. All right. Okay. That was a good one. That's a good one too. Let's see here. Let's see here now. Go try to see if I can find another one, or I'm just gonna go back home. And then we can go live today and just have like a little discussion at the planetarium. And I believe I'll be safe as long as I keep it positive. uh, this day was made for slanders and for Stephanie Collins. This is the day white people became free in America in 17. What was it? 76. Did I get that right? Oh man. Who else be in the sector? Who else is slandering Stephanie? People. Is that the only white people we got in the sector? Oh, wait. Living Queen just. Oh, hold on. Let me put the phone. Hold on. Let me pull over, everybody. I got a little emergency vehicles passing me by. Okay, listen. So, Living Queen says hello, and then Keeping It Gang says, what do you think about the situation with your boy and Deep? Yes. So, I was talking about that with Bree. I don't know, Keeping It Gang. I don't know if you watch Brianna Pettyville. But I was talking about it with Bree, and I'm actually I don't know how it all started. All I know is somehow Binary made Diva mad. I don't even know. But I was told the B sector that I was, there for their emotional support. Because from what the senses that I do get, Binary did something first. Did he start it? I don't know exactly what really happened. But Binary, when he went, oh shit, I forgot to put my seatbelt on. Hold on. Let's see here. But so I feel, oh man, because Binary's wife is thrown into the situation. But I need to get to the bottom of how. Keeping the Gang, do you know why Diva Tomboyish is mad at Binary? So I need to get to the bottom of it. So Miss Bengali is laughing. Someone give a list of demands. I heard about the list of demands, and I was listening to it. But when I was listening to Binary give his comments about the list of demands, he had to pay. Why did he have to pay ZX money? I know that was one of the lists, so I kind of got lost in the sauce because he would give commentary every time he was speak a demand, and I really now the list is fading from my memory. I'm pretty sure it's because of the swinger story. Okay. So he didn't particularly do anything to her. She's just upset at him being in the beef sector, or did he actually do something? Like, was there like a genesis, or what was the catalyst of Diva, wanting to get Binary reported on? Let me see. Miss Fingali said the only relevant. Okay, hold on. I can't read that right now. Hold on. Okay. He claimed his family was threatened by violence. Wait, I heard Binary said that somebody offered to SA his wife. Now, is he talking about the person that was in that sector? Y'all know the person who I don't get along with, the one who had spewed that hatred of me throwing my children out the windows. We're not gonna say any names because he is the reason why my channel is on a hiatus. So I'm trying to be positive. So hopefully there aren't any other videos that he can strike. But I'm taking a chance, trying to be positive. So is that somebody in the B sector that said that, or was he referring to that? I was laughing at another comment. Oh, the comments. Okay. I don't get why binary even gave this. Hold on. Oh, the subject any attention at all. Seems like she's acting like Garfield, trying to say that he shouldn't be around. Oh, so okay. See, yeah, because Garfield definitely said that. She definitely said that. And she was one of the people that was trying to, oh man. Like it did. I'm trying to figure out if somebody put a bug in Miss Tom. Okay, her name is Diva Tomboyish ear to just rile up the controversy that we had in the sector about binary. Um, did somebody put a bug in her ear? Now that's my question. Let's see here. Oh, look at that there. What's up, bro? The black hair is real. Do you know of the solar mind from the conscious community? Solar mind and his Chester activities? I don't solar mind. Wait, Tommy, wait. Solar mind. I'm trying to think of that. Are you actually spelling it the way? Okay, solar mind. Now I'm trying to figure out who that is. So I was gonna go ahead and say no, because you was getting close to sorting my or, but that's not. I'm sure you wasn't talking about. Well, he wasn't ever part of the conscious community though. So let me see. Chester activities. Now, Nappy Yankee, you be a little bit more. Give me another clue, because I think you're trying to make sure I don't get what's the word flagged. Chester. Am I saying that correctly? Am I saying that correctly? Let's see here. There has been a few people who have tried to get my attention. Yeah. So I'm thinking, oh man, Miss Fingal, it's so hard for me to ignore people. And I know we've had our conversations, and I'm trying to get better at, just going down a positive road and being, like I told you, I said, Miss Fingal, one day I get strong. One day I will be strong enough. And maybe, this was very exciting. I wanted to share this moment. And hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay. Now, so let me see here. Now, let me see. I vote for this. Vote for not even dropping that name. Yeah. For this particular situation, name mentioned is the lesson we need. Okay. I'll drop the link, but a warning, you can't unsee what you. Oh, okay. Thank you, Nappy Yankee, for giving me, because I know people are trying to use words, right? To keep, YouTube from blocking their videos. Thank you so much. I think you did a wonderful job with coding. Okay, so Solar Mind. I have not Solar Mind. I have not heard of that person. Now, here's the thing, Nappy Yankee. Is that somebody that was? Let me see. I'm trying to, because I remember when I left. When I officially left the conscious community. I would say, young Pharaoh was on the rise. This is before he got those donations in that car, and the wife. What's her name? Golden Goddess. Like Seti he was still under Seti's apprenticeship, if that makes any sense. So around that time, that's when I officially left, because I felt like it was when he was getting a lot of threats. And at the time, and here's the thing, what's so funny is I thought young Pharaoh was getting too many threats by a lot of the older people in that community because he was questioning their leadership ability. Like he was questioning Farrakhan, he was questioning Dr. Ben, he was questioning um who is the Clark is um it York, he was questioning a lot of the elders. And he got a lot of, and I was like, you know what, I can't stand to see young Pharaoh go through this. And that's when I officially left, because I feel like, leaders have the right to be, I'm sorry, the people have the right to question the leaders in the community and stuff like that. So hold on, y'all. I can't read right now. So if y'all are posting in the chat right now, I'm almost home. Oh man. Let me see here. I'm trying to wait for like a red light or something. Let's see here. Let's see before I start reading these comments. Okay, look like we're coming up on a red light. Hopefully it doesn't turn green. Okay, let me see. Keep it a gang. Oh, unadulterated. So Lord, soft servants in the chat. I don't know what soft servants doing, but I had to go because I'm gonna read this text soon as I Now listen, Mr. Y'all ain't gonna be putting up with y'all bullshit now. I told Mr. Gala if she ever want, if y'all get too crazy, please be respectful, because I'm trying to, move in a different energy, So, um, yeah. So we're trying to do what YouTube says is appropriate and stuff like. The popos is right here next to me. I'm definitely gonna be careful at this red light. It's a gank. Binary didn't do anything to Diva. She said she didn't like it. He supported pizza? Is this what this all about? No, it can't be. So, sir, it can't be that simple. It can't be that simple. It can't be. It's simple. It's too simple in the fact that there has to be like maybe something that maybe the pizza was the last straw. It has to be like a few more incidences before that. Because, maybe Binary's trolling got to, because, like, listen, Binary's trolling ways do get to a lot of people. It irks people. And I was thinking maybe, that could be the whole reason. Right. And so, let me see. Let me see here. No, there will be no more red lights. So y'all probably are going to I'm gonna just keep talking. I'm gonna try to glance. Let me see. You trying to get the passport stamps. Okay. You be traveling. Okay, I would check your wall naps. Let me see here. So yeah, I'm laughing at you. But I know I'm behind in the chat because I'm trying to drive and as long as I'm not texting, I'm not breaking the law, right? But I'm trying to, like, as long as you have it on your dashboard. But I just want to be extra careful. Let's see here. I'm not texting in the chat. I feel like this is like you're talking on your Bluetooth, but there's no Bluetooth. You're just, listening to the people talk to you through the chat. Okay, Miss Fargali said, Binary's biggest mistake was not following through after he filed the restraining order against fold up body. He continued to let fold up body on his panel and never notified the police that the order was violated. But now, I do believe they had made some type of agreement to just drop it because he felt like maybe working with Shakim, maybe trying to work it out with Shakim would benefit his situation. And it seems like they have been pretty good. He just like Shakim has just only had the opinion of him doing too much recently, but he hasn't like gone at Binary in a way where I felt like Binary felt disrespected. So um that's what I believe. But I don't think Binary, um you know, like I said, I don't think he had an issue. I mean, unless you're talking about right before they made up and stuff like that. But hold on, everybody. Hold on. Coming to another pivotal point. I gotta pay attention to the road. And you know what? Do y'all still get like fireflies? Because we had a beautiful firefly season, and I was trying to record it, but I don't have the like. Oh man, I wish I had like night. What's they call it? Nighttime equipment. What they call it? Um, dang it. What's that mode? That camera mode when you're looking at stuff in the nighttime. Oh my goodness, I can't think right now. Nighttime mode, and no, it's something more scientific than that. Okay, let me see here. Okay, I have a. Let me see binaries. The cost of living in the States is a little expensive. Get it, Bali, Vietnam, and Colombia. Diva said today in her live she doesn't like that he gives pizza money. Come on, soft serve. It can't be that. It can't be that simple. Bermuda, what's up, Bermuda? Let's see. Shakima be a mod. She's also mad because he let Shakima be a mod, and she thinks he was instigating a fight between Audio and Shakima. I don't know why Shakima was Shakima. The order was still in effect, and he should have gone to court for that. Is it Shakima or Shakim? Both. Maybe that's why she wants to change her handle to Kima. Oh my God, I think Binary filed that order only to appease his employer since Foda Body harasses coworker. There really is a Shakima. Oh, okay. So sorry. You saying there is a real Shakima in the B sector. Let me see. Keeping a gank. Both are beautiful. Yep, that's right. Yeah, I've seen the pictures. Japan is super nice. All right. This is crazy. Let me cut this off. Let's see if y'all can see the. Let's see. Let's make sure I don't lock my keys up. Yep, the fireflies are out, guys. Let me see if y'all can see. Yeah. I don't think y'all can see them. Anybody see any fireflies? Hmm. Okay, so what was Binary doing online for 7 hours when he claimed his family had been threatened with violence? He should have been at the police department. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I saw you too, Mr. Keep it king as long as getting you're getting to experience different places. It opens up so many things. But do y'all see the fireflies though? See, they're so prevalent. Let's see here. So, let me see. Let me see if I go around in the backyard. See if y'all can see them here. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Compare it to the moon. Oh, man, I wish I could see these fireflies. They're so like I've never seen so many like down south, but they congregate. And sometimes we have fireflies, sometimes we don't, but I guess it's not gonna show up on it. I need that nighttime mode on the camera. Okay, this was on the house. Now I could get on my laptop and do a little bit more, like drop the link if anybody want to keep up. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Anybody can see your fireflies now? I'm gonna have to go check that out. All right, y'all. My device is warming up. And let me see if anybody, man. Oh my God. Here come Bombay acting like he called my receipts, uh, you know, bogus. Let's see. Let's see here. Bombay, you ain't shit, nigga. You know my receipts be receipting. But you had a lot of people thinking that my receipts don't be receipting, and that's why I'm mad at you right now, Bombay. Don't worry, y'all. I'm fixing to get on. Let me see. Fixing to get on the reel. I'm on my device. That's away. She never sees. I'm tired of your bullshit. Let me see. I probably have to mute this.
Maybe I gotta remove this one. All right, can y'all hear me? Uh-oh, that's what I did. I didn't close this one down. Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Let me see. Hello, hello. Let's see. Can y'all hear me? Can somebody put a 5 in the chat if you can hear me? Let's see here. Okay, there you go. Okay. Now, what do I do? Okay, hold on, y'all. I got a video. We can go over a video that I. So, right before the Diddy trial, I was talking to one of my friends who I've known a long time. And I talked to some guys on the internet too about the Diddy trial. And this is basically a conversation that's going to go back and forth between the both of them now that the Diddy trial is over. I had a conversation with my friend and I had a conversation with some guys on the internet. Now, what I need to do, okay, it's probably, let me see. I'm gonna have to present it though. How do I go to it? Will this work? Is it going to let me stream? Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. Now all I have to do is share it. Okay. It's been a long time and there are a lot of new, oh my goodness. There are a lot of new buttons on here. Let me see. Okay. So I got this video. So I was on a panel with some, like I said, some guys on the internet. Remember the guy that Big Bag Beauty and Cellulite? His name is Izzy. And let me see. His name is Israel Mills. And I just wanted to compare the conversations that I had. Oh, Lord, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to do. Oh, I forgot about the fair use copyright. Let me see here. This doesn't mean that I'll probably like, so if he comes in the live, y'all, and tell me to not play it anymore, I'll take it down and just play the part of me and my friend. But I'm going to try to do like a copyright thing first. Let's see here. And then there you go. And I'll just doing it. I'll just go relive or something like that, you know, and then play the video part with me and my friend. Okay, so here we go. I'm a mute.
Bro doesn't even operate on fairness and what's right.
Right. But who said if you knew what was up when you went backstage? Who said
Are you telling me? Wait. I just want to be clear.
No. First of all, who said that so I can put the charges on the right dude?
Go ahead.
All this Diddy Diddler, all y'all Diddy Diddlers.
Can y'all hear me? Because I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. Hey, look at this. Okay, there we go. I forgot about highlighting the comments. Let me see. I didn't see you. I was trying to. They effed up that trail. What trail are y'all talking about? Let's see. Huh. I wonder. Oh, you know, maybe it's because I got the. Wait a minute. Does that sound better, y'all? Oh my God. I didn't have these. Oh my God. Maybe I can hear it now if I play it.
That's over here crying that he's looking bad in front of the media, and the media's making him look bad, and they want to make him look bad in the public. You deserve it. If we got
no, he don't deserve it. But
got the proof. No. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why he does deserve it. Because he's been going around here accepting all your Diddy Diddler's acceptance. Y'all looked at this. Y'all looked up to this man. A lot of women was attracted to this dude, and he was a disgrace on the black community from the moment from the first freak off. And
okay, do y'all hear that? The first freak off. Are y'all hearing this video? Are y'all hearing this back and forth I'm having with the men on the panel? Put a 4 in the chat if you hear the conversation going on, because I had headphones in one place and y'all could hear me for somehow. I don't know how that happened, but I guess my headphones on these headphones are real good. These are the ones I need to take with me. Did y'all hear that? Can somebody press a 4 if they're hearing the conversation between me and the fellas so far? Miss Fingali, did you hear that conversation? You said you heard it, but do you hear? Okay, 4. Thank you, Nappy Yanky. Okay, we're gonna continue.
now y'all up here trying to protect this diddler.
Wait, the first freak off was the Biggie video. That was the first freak off.
All these videos, and in fact, all these people are coming out and saying these experiences.
But Stargate,
I'm not done. I'm not done.
With Kim Porter, they've been saying it.
But all these allegations and no convictions, though.
It's not allegations, because not only did he apologize for the video that we actually saw, you still got the gumption. You actually got the gumption to come up here and diddler this.
Heavy D ain't got nothing to do with it.
I mean, you didn't put D-Rod into a whole nother.
You gotta relax.
You didn't put D-Rod.
Now, let me ask you this. I think one of y'all needs to explain. I think one of y'all needs to explain. Hold up. I think one of y'all needs to explain the Stargate while I'm being so facetious as I am. She may not know what I'm actually talking about. But y'all know what I'm talking about.
We all stepping up.
Okay, to be clear, the gentleman that I am speaking with at this point, they were mixing up two different situations, something that happened on YouTube, and I'm talking about P. Diddy, but here's the thing. They were talking about P. Diddy when I came up there, but the fella who's talking to me right now is talking about a different situation. So I just wanted that to be clear. And you're correct. Diddy is a terrible person, but I don't believe that they put the right charges on him. I'm thinking keeping it gang, because I've been listening to like Armand Wiggins. I listened to Make It Make Sense. I listened to Chronicle Speaks. And who else did I listen to? There was various content creators that were talking about the case, and they read the transcripts back. And the fact that I believe, or even though Armand Wiggins in this baby oil gate, I what's so funny about that, I know Armand is very controversial, but I don't think that he really was rooting for Diddy. I think he was really trying to let off steam, but we can hold him accountable at the same time to be sensitive about the victims in this case and all the other good stuff. So what we actually need to do is, here come my Diddy. Oh, I forgot to drop the link. Okay, here we go. I actually said I was going to drop the link when I got home. And there go Chris, Identity. I was listening to the car situation. I was actually listening to that. So if you want to, but I had to go watch some fireworks. And what's so funny is I was gonna come on y'all's panel today, Chris, and Identity, but I got caught up in watching the fireworks and wanted to show the people. I said, this will be a beautiful opportunity to see if I can do a video at the planetarium as long as I stay positive. So there you go. Thank you for reminding. I promise you, Identity. I actually said I was gonna drop the link when I got home. So. But according to Keeping It Gang, I don't think that the charges was incorrect. I think the fact that the other victim's story being kind of inconsistent and not as strong as Cassie's, and her name was the assistant. Remember the one that said, "I wanted my life back." Who was the chick? Was it Gemini? Was her name Capricorn? Y'all, do y'all remember? Oh, fireworks circle. So go back to the beginning when this show is over, and I had some nice fireworks at the beginning. So, but we're gonna. So now, was her name Capricorn? And did I get her name right, or is it Gemini? Because I remember it was all I remember is her having a one of those names that that was akin to the zodiac. So either way, I actually think because their testimony wasn't as strong as Cassie's, and Diddy's attorney, that chick that it was like they were trying to slut shame the victims. Even Judge Mathis said that case was weak. Oh man. So I believe it was the fact that I think they did a great job. I just think like the other victims weren't, like I said, the test. Okay, I'm gonna keep repeating myself. Let me stop repeating myself over and over again. So, There you go. And let me see. Let me get back to this commentary.
Landmines today. Nah, man. My leg is gone, bro. But go ahead, get that shrapnel at your kidney.
We got identity up here, everybody. Let me remove the banner now. Hold on. Where is this banner? Can you hear me, identity? Identity, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Hold on, let me.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Greatness.
Let's get it, bro. Let's get. Hold on, let me go.
You know I gotta come in with the intro.
Let's get it, identity.
What up? Happy 4th of July.
I was so are you mad? Was you fussing at that guy with the car? Was it Lloyd or is it some other guy?
Hey, don't let me deviate. I just came up here to support. Keep talking, doing your thing.
Right, I'm getting distracted, everybody. Let me get back to
Yeah. Let me be a fly on the wall. Keep repeating yourself. Go ahead.
Do you have any questions so far? Chris, you want to
No, I'm listening.
Okay,
I'm listening.
Okay, bro. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna put the banner back up because I'm trying to do the copyright strike correctly. But like I said, if this brother Izzy Bands want me to stop playing this video, because I know there's people that'll go snitch to him. You know what I'm saying? But I heard that if you put the banner up and just listen to the audio. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get.
You got people punching their screen right now because I'm up here. What are you doing, girl? Take me down.
Hold on. Let me. I'm looking for the banner. Hold on. These buttons are something, boy. There's too many buttons up here. Okay, now how do I get back to the I'm gonna push play, but I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. Hold on. Let me remove this. Hold on. Okay, so me and you are here. I got the banner up.
You ain't drive this car in a long time, girl.
Yo, these are facts.
Jesus.
So I'm gonna actually let's see here. If I played, tell me if you can hear me if I play it like this.
Why
I'm just letting you know it's a track.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna start playing this video, and I'm gonna see if we got any comments in this.
Hey, Chad T, I can't comment on another man's wife's titties, so I'm gonna leave that one alone, bro. But thank you for the shout out, I guess. I think.
Y'all so crazy. Mr. Guy said there are far too many people who were granted immunity, 1 or 2 yes in the trial, but there was a lot of yes. There was the drug dealer, what the assistant. But I think because P. Diddy reimbursed him, I think that's still RICO though, because he's using his funds to reimburse the dude who he asked to get the drug, even though he asked his assistants to get the drugs for him, he paid him back. And didn't he pay him back with the money he got from his job? Bad Boy Records or all the whatever businesses he got out there, you know. So that's my opinion, Miss Fingali. Absolutely. So all right, I'm gonna mute everybody.
So does this episode come with this? I'm sorry, can you hear me?
No, go ahead.
I was asking real quick, does this episode come with the small baby oil bottle, or is it like the regular size that never run out, that came from like your grandmother's house and still got some left?
Still got some. It's the super size bottle, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
We continue it, everybody.
I know. I'm answering. No, as Puff Daddy's representative, as Puff Daddy's representative and advocate, I'm answering all questions about his innocence. I think they're going after him so much because these people need some clout. They just gossipers. You know what I'm saying? They just gossipers.
Nah, we're not gonna say that. So stop. You don't think they make an example?
Hold on,
Time out.
How is who? the fact that you have no shame in trying to, in taking up for a dude who was
No, stop. Again, Stargate, stop. Stargate, you don't understand.
Hold on, y'all.
Let me go on mute.
Hold on real quick. Lord, up here that don't know what's going on.
Poppy Blanco, why you up here diddling for the diddler?
No.
Well, hold on, now wait, Stargate, Hold on, Stargate, you done came up here and called me saying you're flat. You've been yelling at me. You've been over talking me, cussing me out. You don't even know what was going on. Can I get an apology?
Because Ed said no cussing.
Can I get an apology? You done called me out my name. I didn't say nothing wrong to you.
You a diddler. I don't apologize for diddlers.
Oh, okay. All right. So let me ask you a question. Real quick. I got a quick question for you. So, based on your analysis, because of the convictions and what was seen, so let me ask you: if Diddy was on camera and he followed a young woman and then he put his hands up, wait, hold on, because this was public. When in the hotel, when he chased that girl down, he kicked her in the back, right? That's what y'all talking about, right?
Not only kicked her in the back, kicked her in the face when she was down on the floor.
Hey, what if he slapped her down to the floor in the bathroom? Would that make it? If you seen that on video, would he be?
We saw it on camera, makes it all the much better. Why you shouldn't even be up here diddling for the diddler.
Well, he's still an innocent man because listen.
Get out of there, Star. Get out of there. Get out of there, Star.
Stargate, you don't know what you're falling for.
Yeah, nobody was defending Diddy over here, though. We just talking about the charges and the different.
I heard you saying they're just trying to make this dude look. They're trying to humiliate Diddy in front of the public.
Yes, and that's exactly what's going. That's exactly what's going on, man.
That's what he's talking about. Yeah, that's correct.
Why should he be humiliated after he humiliated so many people?
Yo, Star, as usual, hold on. As usual, Star, you're missing the bigger picture because you just like stuck on that particular tiny part. It's bigger than that, yo. We're talking about that.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause right here. We're gonna do some commentary. Diddling for the diddler. That's right, keeping the gang. Now, Chad T had a question, but Chad T, I plead the fifth. Like I said, there's a lot of snitches in around these areas, and so I do not want to admit to anything, even though I did. But I'm trying to keep it positive as I can. But I'm a little Jimmy, I'm gonna do my little Jimmy and on the side. But
so explain to me what was the argument there about whether it happened in the hallway or the bathroom? What is that, Jay?
Right. So what happened is we were actually having a conversation. I said this man was caught on TV, or the videotape, actually abusing a young lady, and I said, and in my opinion, he should just go to jail for that for the rest of his life because of that alone. But of course, he was not brought up on charges for that. He was brought up on charges for the RICO, the prostitution, and which is what he was found guilty on, but he wasn't found guilty on trafficking the victims, including Cassie. But in the testimony, Cassie said that she trafficking is, and with her testimony, if he takes her somewhere and to do the freak off and she didn't want to do it, and that's what she was saying the video was about. I didn't want to participate in this one. So if he was bringing her back to do it, that's trafficking. It's like, I'm trying to figure out how come the jury, but also listening to the commentary of people on TV, they probably split the baby. They was like, we'll find him guilty on this, because there were a couple of people that felt like he's not guilty on this, even though Cassie said that's why I was running and that's why he came and tried to pull me back in. She said, but they were unable to prove the trafficking. But I'm thinking, what if the jury was just some of the people in the jury, Miss Fingali, was just being like difficult on purpose because there were times that Cassie and the other ladies agreed to it, but not necessarily didn't want to do it because they were telling us in these and in this and I'm thinking they totally ignored the psychologist. The psychologist has said that over time what he did was love bomb in so many, like I'm not a psychologist, but I'm just paraphrasing what the psychologist said. He groomed them over time basically to have this accepting. Had Cassie and these women met Diddy, would they be calling prostitutes? Do anybody that's listening to me, the 10 people that's in the chat right now, JJ, you're here. What's up, bro? Well, hear you, but at the same time, I mean, like I said, the jury, like I heard the part, but like I wasn't in there deliberating with these people. So maybe some of the jurors was like, well, are we okay? Like if we put them away for prostitution, are y'all gonna agree with us on with the prostitution and stuff like that? So it's like maybe they were doing all of this. Maybe they were doing what they call it, where you negotiating just to And I was like, but I wish this was a trial by judge, but I guess Sean knew and his lawyers knew that the jury were going to be, I guess some of these people felt sorry for Sean because they felt like the women were out to get him. I mean, what you say?
You had some people outside
Chris
celebrating
is
with
here. Chris is
baby
here.
oil.
Hey, Chris, do you want me to take the banner down, or you want your camera on?
Leave the banner on. Let me switch off the camera.
Okay, I'll leave the banner on. Okay, go ahead, Chris. You wanted to listen, or you want to say something? I'm sorry, Chris. What you say?
I think I just want to listen. I did say that. Come on.
You say you. What did you say, Chris? I can barely understand. What did he say? Identity. You speak, Chris.
He came over because I asked him to come over.
Oh, okay. Are you? So you just want
I asked him to show some love.
Thank you, Identity and Chris. Thank you for being here, Chris. Did you have any commentary, Chris?
No. I'm just listening. I've heard about
Okay.
I've heard about Diddy, but I don't know a lot.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, you don't know about the trial. Okay, well today.
Yeah, this is some U.S. drama. He don't care about that stuff.
Well, today, Chris, you will learn a little bit more.
I just learned that.
Go ahead, Chris.
Go ahead. Yesterday that he had been acquitted of some of the issues. I mean, some of the charges.
Right now, some of the charges. So the charges was he using his business as a enterprise to actually, fund his prostitution, his need to prostitute his girlfriends out. Like, did he use his business as that? That's the RICO charge. Then prostitution was, trafficking was another. There was 5 different charges, and maybe it was with the different women. The other charges, prostituting for the other women. So I think that's what it was. Wait, so Diddy was not about to have a bench trial. The jury didn't even believe Cassie's mom. That's crazy, Miss Fingali. Word is jurors were sleeping during some of the testimony. Plus, they were trying to get a decision before that too, Nappy Yankee. Matter of fact, they would not give them the whole Cassie testimony because it was like 800 pages long. And they said, well, we'll just give you part of Cassie's testimony. And I was like, that don't seem like justice at all. Like, if they need the whole thing, like if they could have took off for the 4th of July and came back on Monday. But so why are they trying to? I felt like they were also bullied into trying to make a decision. Now, let's go back to this one. Miss Fingali, are you saying that the women were adults and not minors? Are you saying that the women made the decision to have the freak offs? I need a little bit more clarification on this one. This comment right here, but you also made another comment. It's more common for cops to go for a bench trial. Yeah, if that was a bench trial, he would be definitely doing life. So,
Hey, so the only way to not go to jail is to hire people in state. Is that the key here? Is that the like don't fly them across state lines? Just
yeah,
is local.
so like if he didn't fly him in, would he even get charges? I mean, in this case identity, he probably would have went home had he just stayed in the state.
Keep his hoes local.
Keep his hoes local. Get your local hoes. Keep your hoes local.
Man, haven't we learned anything, people?
So JJ said, whoever heard of a RICO being used for a single person? They lost the RICO there. If it was a conspiracy, who were the co-conspirators? Well, see, that's what I learned in this trial. You have to agree with somebody. I was like, what does that mean? I think you could be a single individual. You could. So he was the boss, and if he's using his funds to provide drugs, prostitutes, freak offs, and he's beating the women and he's making it. Oh, let me tell you where the kidnapping comes in. When Cassie said that she wanted to go home to her mother and he told her no, that's kidnapping. But like you said, somebody said a lot of the Nappy Yankee was like a lot of the jurors was sleeping during most of the testimony. So, and they were trying to make a decision I heard that they were being bullied into making a decision before the holiday. So I don't think that's fair. So I think a lot of things, came into play for his favor. But listen, like a lot of people say the minimum, like he probably get time served in jail. So like when his sentencing is in October, and when that happens, he could get time anywhere from time served. He can go home that day to 10 years. I hope he get the 10 years, but the way everything else has been going, I'm not feeling hopeful, but I hope to God that, he get the maximum. But, I hope that, but I think that's the judge's ability to make that decision for himself. So in this particular situation, they made free and clear choices. That wasn't enough evidence. So you're saying that the women were making free and clear choices, and I say, according to Cassie's testimony, she's saying it was a grooming process, and I didn't want to make him feel bad about his nasty, freakish ways. And then so he suggested, so when the testimony came about, when Sean Diddy Combs actually told the girls to call the escorts themselves, they were doing a favor for him. But I really, like I said, had he not, I really believe at the bottom of my heart, had she not met Sean Diddy Combs and the other women that were calling these male escorts without the influence of P. Diddy, grooming them to do that, to make them feel like it was enjoyable, I believe they would have never even wanted to do something like that. I really do. But because he came into their life, he held Cassie's 10-year record deal over her head. She felt like she couldn't work anywhere else because she was under contract with Diddy. So she did a lot of things to make sure that she was financially stable. And plus she did care about him because even though she was with Kid Cudi, she went back to him. So there's a grooming remember identity. Even though I remember when you say Stargate, if you're starting to be abused, just leave. But when the men know how to get inside your head psychologically, it's so hard. Remember when I said identity?
Don't make people hate me more than what they already hate me. I'm not saying it's that simple. I wouldn't say ever that it's ever that simple. Yeah, I get you.
You get me now? Look at what these women went through to please him. And even though these guys are abusive, some females, when they bond with their mates, it's hard for them to unbond and just walk away and leave. Even the employees, like the Capricorn, I think her name is Capricorn, the assistant, she said, yo, I wanted my life back, because when she left, she wasn't able to get the same type of income she had with Diddy. So it's the same abusive, like they have workplace harassment situations, but it's hard to prove because people in power with money, especially in this toxic patriarchy, it's hard to
What did you just say?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
What did you just say?
I said in this toxic oh no, not all men are toxic. Identity.
Here we go.
Well, I remember the first time I said all men are hoes. Not all men are, but there is a patriarchy in place that's so toxic, it creeps into a lot of people's lives. And even though a lot of men do not participate in the toxic patriarchy, it's still like guys like P. Diddy, look at what he's able to get away with. Chris, did you want to say anything? Or you good? You still good, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
You good? You good? Okay.
I'm just listening. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Chris, for being here.
Yeah, Chris. You may not know this about Star, but your manhood will be questioned on this channel.
Chris, I get very good vibes from you, Chris. So I'm not talking about you. I just want you to be clear. And there's men in this chat that I don't question. I don't think they're toxic. Like I don't think they participate in the toxic patriarchy. So I would just want to make that clear. I'm not talking about oh my God.
Hey, you might be talking to Chris. He might have 3 baby mamas and 6 kids. You don't know.
Maybe according to you, like what is like being toxic?
Right, Chris. So you should be a black woman and you should follow me in my footsteps for a day. It's tough out here, Chris. It's tough.
Boy, here we go.
But like I said, but I did admit I did have look at just chilling. What's up, bro? There's also a lot of people that I'm sorry. I was gonna say oh man. I was gonna say that just because I had bad experiences in some relationships, there have been positive. I've had positive experiences with guys who I wasn't even in a relationship with. So all men aren't toxic, and they don't participate in the toxic hate.
Come on, Star. Wrap that up, girl. Wrap
Okay, I'm gonna
that
wrap it
up.
up.
What you
I'm gonna
talking
wrap it
about?
up. Wait a minute. I'm gonna go back to Miss Figala because she been posting. He could get probation. Oh yeah, he could get probation. You right. The witnesses, there were so many witnesses that did get immunity. I was like, this is a lot of people that's getting immunity. Let me see. This is a particular situation. Wait, there wasn't enough evidence that they were forced, but according to Cassie, that like I said, that with that comment, a lot of people probably didn't hear when people were reading the transcripts back. She said she wanted to go to her mom because she was tired of the freak offs. She actually was trying to tell Diddy that she didn't want to participate him anymore. And so there was a group, like I said, the psychologist. I'm sure people forgot about the psychologist that said how he's capable with his money, wealth, influence, and power to influence people around him to do things that they really don't want to do. Oh my God, don't do it, Star.
Hey, real quick, right? Like on a serious note, and I apologize, my voice is going. I'm coming down with something, so bear with me. Bear with me. Yeah, I was screaming, right?
Screaming, yeah.
That's what I do these days. People get on my nerves. I scream.
Yeah.
So I wanted to sort of like wrangle in a little bit the idea of like the freaky stuff, I feel like there's a lot piled in that it starts to muddy the waters. Freaky stuff. Honestly, look, I ain't tripping on another person's freak level. That's some grown person stuff.
Right.
Now, if he's using power of a celebrity to do what he does and people
Mhm.
follow him, that is a very common thing. I'm not saying it's illegal or illegal. I
Mhm.
don't I don't know
Let's say it's
anything.
spiritually.
The
Can we?
legality of it, I don't know.
Yeah,
But that's a
legally,
very,
it's
very
a thin line.
common thing
Right.
with I don't care if you go all the way back to like an R. Kelly situation. Like that's very common. People are doing things. I'm not talking about the underage stuff. Adults,
Right.
grown adults are doing things that they said, I really didn't want to do it, but he asked me to do it, or he told me to do it, or he threatened that he would do something if I didn't do it. That is a very common thread in a lot of that celebrity side of things. And I don't know, should should someone in that position be judged exactly the same as someone who's not? I'm not advocating for one or the other. I'm more asking for your opinion on that.
In my
Should they be judged under the same exact umbrella as Joe the bus driver?
well, okay, because a lot of people are saying a lot of people, women go through this, and the men are poor, and but I don't think they have influence to make women like say. I don't think they poor got men or men with who don't have financial means to influence women to like say have these freak offs, or but maybe they can get abused and they won't leave because the women who bond with their mate I'm in a heterosexual, let's just say if it's if it's a man and female relationship and the man is generally thought to be like the head of household, and it's a toxic situation where he demands submission instead of her just like believing in his leadership role abilities, if that makes sense, where he demands her submission and she just tries to pray the his abusiveness away. But like I said, I think he was able to influence her, like so he was able to groom the girls with gifts and money and apartments. Some girl was still who testified against him, he was still paying for her $10,000 apartment. And so she's
But that's Diddy. That's like a drop in the bucket, right? Like, I'm not, again, this is not to justify.
mhm,
It's sort of, I would say society give a pass to some of this.
mhm,
And I think some of it has nothing to do with the charges.
right.
Now, I think the charges themselves are pretty clear, right?
I'm sorry, did it unadulterated is saying I'm
Oh, Jesus. All I saw was brother with the good knees. That's all I saw. Hey, hey, real quick, you go
Oh,
ahead and read that. Go ahead and read that because I want to ask you a
you
question
would,
behind this.
yeah, I'm doing an interview with Brother Good Knees. He survived being objectified for his knees and cast aside with just the two a big game when he could no longer afford a bus
Ooh,
ticket.
that one hurts a little bit. Many levels, many levels.
Oh,
Hey, unadulterated. I was thinking along those lines. This was the question I was going to have for you, Star.
oh.
If one of your victims, I mean one of your friends, shows up and
I heard you
he
say victim.
says
I heard
and he says
you say
he says, I want to go home. And you look at him and you say, I bet you I do something that make you won't. Is that abuse? I just want to know,
no,
is that abuse?
I mean, but it's it in what context? Like, are you doing it in a joyful, playful manner?
Oh, now it got to be playful. Okay, I'm just
Yeah,
checking. I'm just
yeah,
checking.
yeah. Yo, I was financially abused for years with brother minister. So there you go, Miss Finger. Like, yo, it was the financial abuse was real, but
So can I bring charges on somebody if they threaten me with that good thing? Can I bring charges up?
But I mean, that's it's not the same thing because they're not coercing you to like
The hell if they ain't.
they're not forcing okay, are they kicking you down the hallway? Are they kicking you in the face? You did see that video, right? You did see that video, am I correct?
I look, there's a fine line between abuse and enjoyment. Look, I've heard some things. I haven't experienced all of them, but I do know choking is involved in some of these, both of these, or all of these. So I'm not gonna sit here and draw the line. I'm just saying everybody's freak level's a little different. I mean, Star, you can attest to this. You can attest to this.
Oh my
Testify, girl.
I never abused anyone. I will say that. But yeah, but he did chase her down the hallway and kicked her like a man, like a dude. Somebody was, so he treated her like some dude was robbing him, but she was trying to get away. And that's kidnapping. That's trafficking. And she wanted to call her mom. She wanted to go home. He said no. And so he kept her in his, he kept her from going to her mother's house. That's kidnapping. That's trafficking, making her do the freak off. So, I'm trying to figure out like I said, I just think his influence on some of the guys, because it was mostly guys. It was old, and they were all like mostly old. Like they were over, like most of them were over 60. There was a lot of people in their 70s, and I'm thinking they just didn't have the ability to follow this in detail. And they weren't allowed to get all of Cassie's testimony too when they were deliberating. So like I said, I think there were a lot of things that probably were beyond their control to even give her some type of a fair trial. Cassie or the prosecution, like I said, I think the prosecution did everything that they could. So yeah.
I think Chris is quiet for a reason.
Chris, do you have to go to bed or anything? Because I know y'all were on that live for more than, I think y'all was on 4 or 5, about 6 hours. Are you sleepy?
6 a.m. Yeah, I'm sleeping. I'm going to go to bed in a minute.
Well, Chris, thank you so much for just stopping through.
Yeah. Today I saw you live and I decided you must come or I will kill you.
In Identity, I thank you for asking Chris to come. You did come of your own free will, right? We don't traffic.
I don't know. Chris might be a victim soon. Hold on.
I think for Diddy's case, and it's my personal opinion, which will get me in trouble. I think the lady was just okay. But now maybe when you break up with somebody and you stay for a while, you start feeling some sort of thing.
No, I'm telling
you go after them.
She was
mad. I tried to save you, Chris.
She was mad.
I tried, man. Star's about to snap on you, bro.
I'm not gonna snap, Chris. I'm just letting you know.
She's giving you grace right now, man. I'm telling you.
Chris, she was mad. I'm telling you. Like, this is not what she wanted. And she was pissed. Like, when she left that relationship, she knew she got the short end of the stick. And thank God she got out when the fact that even able.
So it feels like it was manipulation or what? Because if somebody is doing something that you don't like, you can always say no. Okay.
Yeah, but then you remember she was 19 when she met him, and he was like 30 something, and so he had the years, experience, money, influence to groom her.
Yeah, that's possible.
But the issue is not, in my opinion, the issue is not doing something you don't want to do. It's the enforcement and the coercion, physical coercion. Like, everybody's been in a relationship and did things probably really didn't want to. It doesn't have to be sexual. It could be 3 a.m. He want a ham sandwich and you just don't feel like making it, but you make it anyway. That's not abusive until he tells you, if you don't make it, I'm gonna smack you across the face.
Of course,
That's
and
when it
he's
becomes
not
abusive.
doing it
So where do we draw the line on a ride or die? Where do we draw the line on somebody that, look, I really don't want to do that, but I'll do it just because I know you want it. But I feel like the line it should be drawn, especially when it gets physical. Like, no, you don't, like coercion of abuse. That's a different ball game. And I
okay.
feel like it's getting muddied. Like people are crossing the lines of what people do in these relationships. Some people actually get involved in threesomes and all these other things because of that relationship. They may not like it, but they know that's part of that relationship and they're willing to do it to stay in it. Is that a bad thing?
Mm, it's bad to groom somebody. It's bad to force people to do
Define grooming.
so. Grooming is a slow process of eventually, like you're love bombing somebody. You're showing them love, attention. You giving them gifts. Sometimes it's a financial uh situation. Sometimes it's not, because some men don't have the money to groom women with financial or materialistic things. Now it's about and it's a psychological mind. Your mind, you're trying to psychologically get people to do something that they naturally that they wouldn't want to do on their own. So and you
But again, and I'm being really like logical with it because, like I said, I know it's not black and white, but how many things in your second relationship are you doing that you weren't doing in your first? And the only reason why you're doing it in the second one is because it happened in your first, wasn't really your thing, but you brought it to your second. It's like that to me is like that's the growth. That's the normal relationship. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, whatever that means. Until I have to beat you to do it, that's beyond this.
but like
So
I
that's why I wanna make sure that I'm not condoning the physical
mhm.
coercion. That's out of the window. You should go to jail for it. If he was a female beating a man in the hallway like that, he should go to jail for it. Like, no, that's flat out, nah, you should get locked up straight up for that,
Right.
celebrity or not. But now we're starting to be more on what's the morality within it. Now we gotta ask the question, what's normal in a relationship then? Because I think almost everybody's have done things that maybe they weren't,
Do
don't
you
really wanna
think
do that,
do you
but I
think
know it's for you, so okay.
do you think at 19, Cassie, when she was gonna be in a relationship, do you think she would want to get peed in her mouth?
No,
So
no.
he actually
I
drugged
would bet that she didn't want that, if I had to
so,
take a bet.
right. So there were times when he would drug her up and she was incapacitated to make a lot of decisions for herself. And he actually had men peeing in her mouth at one point. So
Again, I don't know the level of what they do.
mhm.
That's another, like, is now we're coming into questioning someone's level of freaky. That's what
You
we're coming into now. Now, if you start introducing other dudes, again, if he forced her, that's illegal, bro. That I'm hands down, that's illegal. I'm not
right,
arguing that.
right.
I'm not arguing that. But if she's in a relationship and she's doing things because she knows, I don't know where she draws that line. Maybe she doesn't draw that line at that level. I don't know.
She doesn't, she wants all I know she wants the abuse to stop, and she's staying thinking that it's gonna stop because he'll say, I'm sorry.
You said abuse, though.
There
I'm
was
not
abuse
speaking of
though,
abuse.
but
I
there
am not speaking
getting
of
making
abuse.
dudes pee in your mouth, that's abuse.
Wait a
Making
minute. Time
come
out,
on,
Star.
come on,
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Hold on.
drugging drugging women
Yo,
up so you could have
you
men
got
pee in
me
your mouth.
having to actually go back and get my damn. Here we go. Jesus, I ain't used this in a minute. Hold on, lady.
I'm a mute. I'm a mute.
Jesus, I gotta use the soundboard on you. Look, I am not talking abuse. I am not even speaking of that because that level of kink may not be yours. I don't know what hers is. I'm saying outside of that stuff, the kinky and all that, yo, physical coercion, you should get locked up for this. Flat out. I don't even need a jury for this. You need to get locked up and put, behind bars all day, every day for that. But now we're coming into question the morality of what level of kink is considered abuse. I don't know. I
You
wouldn't
know,
go that far.
it's
Honestly, personally, I can't even imagine going that far. But then again, I don't have that level of celebrity like that comes with a lot of that. Like, you think Diddy's the only one pulling these things off? Like, this is coming into question someone's level, and I don't know where to draw the line to say that's abuse. I can't do that. I don't know.
so
Maybe drawing the line there, but um again, it's I could be I speculate all of this because I don't know what her level of I'm willing to do this for you. I don't know what that is. That sounds like a ride or die to me, and she was a ride or die. Let's be real.
I think she
That's a ride or die. You do anything I tell you to do, like no matter what. Wow.
but I mean, but the what at what cost and how far? Now, a lot of these things, like I said, she did speak of things that she said. There was times that he wanted me to do these freak offs. I didn't want to do them because, say, if I was on my period, or if I had an infection, or if I was had a uh if I was, didn't want to take drugs that night. There were times that he did force her to do it. So it wasn't, but there were times where he, like I said, had these women not met him, I think there was a grooming process to make them think that they wanted to do all of this. And they realized it actually dehumanized them after a while, when they realized that they're not getting what they want out of this. But when you have your career hanging over your head, or a place to live hanging over your head, and you're depending on somebody financially, like, and he's using
That's
me,
coercion.
and
That's
he's
coercion,
using
and he
these
should get
things,
locked up for that.
yeah, and he's using these things to demand your submission or your participation. That's where the forced labor come in.
If
uh
if if he's doing that as a way of forcing, okay,
yeah,
if you don't do this, there's some physical harm. There's some
I'm
yeah,
taking things away from
that
you. I'm
should
gonna take
that
it.
that is crossing the line.
Right,
To me,
right,
that's a clear cut cross of the line.
right,
But
absolutely.
again, I can't when you start talking about personal, like you start delving into personal levels, there is no way you can tell where that level is. There's no way. Chris has no idea where yours is. I got an idea, and I never met you, but that's because we know each other for so long.
We've been YouTubing, yeah, with each other.
Yeah. Now Chris might
Yeah.
be like, "Who the hell am I talking to right now?" I know. I know.
Hmm?
I know if you were
Yeah,
in that chat long enough,
I
if
know.
you were in that
Yeah,
chat long enough, Chris, you got a shot. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
But
saying.
me and Chris was, I mean, like I,
someone said that I'll be clipped. I
yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah.
know. There's something I said, but yeah, but the target I know is somebody else who is very cool. So
Right,
maybe
right.
this side she's
And we're here, and
free
that's
to
what we're
fly.
here to do, Chris. We're here to educate, because a lot of people don't know. But please continue, Chris.
Like I think I had a question where, like, after how things have gone so far, like how is it going to affect now other powerful figures who in the music industry, maybe who usually also do like similar things? Like for them, is now this going to set like the law, or is it going to be the bar?
Wait, what was that last? Was that a question or a statement? What was that last thing you said?
More like a question statement. Like how do you feel it's going to affect now other big people in the industry, like maybe the
Oh,
music industry,
how the industry. Yeah, I feel
who,
like,
who
of
also do the same thing to, let's say,
right.
Well,
So
I know Jay-Z shredding all his DVDs.
you
Look,
know
I
it.
know Jamie Foxx is
You know
destroying
it, bro.
all evidence right now.
I feel like that whole Jay-Z that thing with that happened with the girl with the Jay-Z thing, I think that was a setup to prevent other people from even
Oh,
coming
you
against
going down a
Jay-Z.
conspiracy hole now. Here we go.
So like I really feel like that was a thing that Diddy and his team, not Diddy, I'm sorry, Jay-Z and his team came up with to prevent the real victims from from stepping up. So I really believe that the industry, so I mean, to speak truth to power, female women, please, like society is, not ready to there's a lot of this. I think this shed a light on like even though we had this Me Too movement, right? So there's a big portion of society that is not ready to feel sorry for women going through situations where that this is happening. So leaving is mandatory, but when Cassie did leave, she actually was able to get some type of compensation, but like chat last night or say after the
Can't
fact.
wait for Stedman to write that book about Oprah. Ooh, I
Stedman,
can't
Oprah
wait. I
Stedman,
can't wait to find
Stedman
out her
is
level
safe
of
with
kink.
Oprah. Stedman is safe with Oprah. What are you talking
Yeah, Oprah like to choke. Look, I I
about?
can't wait for Stedman to get them details out there.
You ain't shit, nigga. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. We're gonna go back to the commentary.
Star, can you
chill out? Now I understand everyone's shit's emotional right now, but listen up.
Star,
Hold
beautiful? How
on,
you doing? Let
Star,
me
real
start
quick.
over. How you doing, baby?
Star.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What? Who's doing the sound effects?
That was the guy. Hold on. Where's my hold on. I gotta get it.
You can just throw in there. Like you ain't got to go too deep. But I'm just wondering who
No,
the hell is effing up the stream because
yeah, they don't.
they don't
Their
make
sound
sense. Like,
effects
what is he
is
doing?
not the sound effects. Like you have to, because if you want to do a copyright properly, you can't play the video, but if you play the audio, you should be safe. But if he comes in this live and say, "Stop playing my stuff," I'll do it. But
No, I'm wondering who's doing it because I don't know. Like, I'm wondering if it's like somebody on the panel talking. I'm like, oh no, that's a movie clip.
that was a
Like, I
movie
can't.
clip. Terry Crews in a wig saying, "I know everybody's emotional right now." But
Yeah.
see, if I play that, then I'm out of the copyright.
No, I got you. I
You see
got you.
what I'm saying?
I was just wondering who was effing up the stream. That's
Yeah,
all I needed to know.
it wasn't me. It
That's
wasn't
all.
me though.
Go ahead. Do you think?
Hey, Blanco.
I like I like when you sound sexy like that, baby. You know what I mean? Keep that up, flying you out, man. We want to get on the freak connectivity, me and you. But look, Star. Listen, yeah, all right. You say no now, but you say yes later. But look, we are looking at every angle.
Hold on, Blanco. Hold on. Blanco, that sounds very Pepe Le Pew-ish. No Pepe Le Pew over here.
No means
Right,
no.
yeah, very
very grapey. We do not do grapey over here, okay? Please, thank you.
I don't know how you got that from, but okay. But look,
hey, listen, as Bobby Blanco's advocate and public defender, there's been no conviction, so you cannot put that allegation on him. So that's slander. You can't be slandering. You can't be slandering or diminishing his name like that.
We have video footage, actual court cases.
We got video footage.
Yo, Star, we're looking at every angle of the case, the most information that we can actually think of, and we're looking at the playbook from the prosecution point of view. What they doing? By putting those videos out, they trying to poison the mind of people like you and me, right? Because you and me are people is the kind of people that are going to be in that jury box anyway. So that man, they're gonna turn that man guilty before he even getting before he stepped a foot inside of the court, which nobody's over here defending that man. We all agree he's a piece of dirt. We all know that.
Well,
we know that.
Well, you shouldn't feel further, right? Well, you shouldn't feel
nobody feels sorry for him. But let me ask you something.
One mic. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to hold on.
Okay. The fact that when y'all were up here saying that the public, okay, so now that we have, in these times, we have access to people's information before trial starts. Just because we have access to social media and we found information through social media, things that he's already done.
Public information?
It's not unfair because you're supposed to carry yourself in public like you would behind closed doors. So just because we have prior, make it unfair, because if you out here publicly freaking people off and making people do things and that they don't want to do sexually, and then you over here also hitting on them, and you're also putting your feet on them. You don't deserve any type of mercy.
Oh Lord. Yo, Lord ADS, what's up, Stanley? How you doing, Lord ADS?
I'm chilling. I'm sorry. Panel etiquette here,
do you know how beautiful this is? Do you know how beautiful this is? And how much you want in your cash app? This is amazing.
Hey, just hit me with what you want. Hit me with.
I have got to stop the show. We have got my favorite lady in the house. Hey, Yvonne. Oh, I'm sorry. You and Living Life, y'all neck and neck, y'all for a tie. Thank you so much for being here. I started off with some fireworks into a discussion that I wanted to talk about for a long time, the Diddy case. And this conversation that's going on right now is a conversation I had before the case even started. And then I'm fixing to go on some commentary to one of my friends that I grew up with that's coming up shortly, comparing conversations that I had with these guys. And then I'm a mute Yvonne. Thank you for being here.
Yvonne was good. It's identity.
And identity, and his homeboy Chris is here. But Chris, if you got to go, whenever you have to go,
yeah, Chris, this is going to go for a long time, bro.
We've done 8-hour lives easy, Chris. So if you have to go, you just go when you gotta go. Okay, Chris?
Okay, I'll just disappear slowly with time.
You disappear slowly, and I'll let everybody know you.
and don't snore in the mic because she will play it.
I will play it. I will stop the show, Chris, and highlight your snoring. I will do that.
I won't snore.
Yeah, I think personally, I think they're trying to emasculate Diddy. I think it's a step further than just trying to lock him up, right? The baby oil, what was the use in basically leaking that out, right? The video that you're not going to charge him with, that's just to build a case of narrative and public opinion. I know if you want accountability, not only get Diddy, but remember, we talking about these women. No, they weren't. These women showed up on purpose because they were being paid to in a lot of cases.
You lied. Wait. No, stop right there. No.
These women showed up on purpose because they were being paid to in a lot of cases.
Okay, you heard my friend come on. Okay, I'm fixing to start talking to my friend, but I stopped it. I'm transitioning here because if you listen to what the last guy said, he said a lot of these women were being paid for their services. But just because you pay for services, you still can't have your way with them or make them do things sexually that they're not willing to do. Like when I said Diddy drugged up Cassie so much, he had women peeing in it. He had dudes peeing in her mouth. So here I go, actually showcasing a conversation where there is a clear indication that a female would not have wanted to participate in this. And thank God, because we're fixing to find out right now.
Accountability. If you want accountability, not only get Diddy, but remember, we talking about these women. No, they weren't. These women showed up on purpose because they were being paid to in a lot of cases.
You lied. Wait. No, stop Stop right there. Now listen. You gotta stop me. Listen. No, stop. No, stop.
No, guess what he had the flashlight on?
What? Wait, what?
that nigga put the flashlight on my shoes.
What? Because they too ratchet to get in the
glass slippers. He said, no, that's the bitch with the glass slippers.
Glass slip. You like no. Wait a minute. Stop right there. Stop. Listen to me. Okay, tell me where. Okay, so you was at the Diddy party. No, you gotta say this again.
No.
You was trying to get in. You too ratchet to get in Diddy's party. Okay, start over. Start over. Okay, listen.
Right. They say no. This is what my friend. This is what all my homeboys look like. Here, put the glass slippers on. You gonna get in with the glass slippers. Gonna get you in. That's your ticket.
No.
I got to the door. Nigga, I got to the door.
I gotta go get my tea. Hold on. Let me get my tea.
He put the flashlight on the glass slippers. It was a wrap. He said, no. He said, no. Tell her come back. He said, this glass slipper.
Stay right there. Okay, listen. You too ratchet to get into a Diddy party. Is okay. Start over. Let's start over.
Okay, let's start off from the beginning,
Okay.
The outfit on. I was getting ready to walk in the club, and guess what the nigga did? The security said, ratchet. Yeah, baby, he said, I'm gonna need you to come back. Come back.
So you was trying to slide past security.
When I say a 360, you know how when somebody turn around and do a 360?
Right.
This was
you was trying to slip past security. You was trying to.
This was not your usual way. When he turned around and said, ratchet.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna need you to turn around. Oh God.
Stop. You was trying to get to a Diddy party. You tried to slip past.
Get to the point, boy. I was there.
So because the security stopped you, listen.
Let me tell you how close.
So you was actually saved. They saved you.
I was so close. I was just this close, and then they were
Diddy could have trafficked you.
They called my name. I'm like, hold up, what? It was a whole bunch of people it was a lot of people that they wouldn't let in. And guess who else they wouldn't let in?
Who?
You won't believe.
Please tell me.
They wouldn't let them in. When they wouldn't let them in, I felt so weird. It was weird.
Who they wouldn't let in?
Sean Paul.
Sean who?
Paul.
Sean Paul couldn't get in.
Couldn't get in. I was standing right at the door when he was out. He was there.
You mean give me the light? That's Sean Paul.
Let me tell you, listen.
You mean give me the light? Is that Sean Paul? He's talking, give me the light.
Yes, he was standing right there. When I said I did not, and he looked at me, he was looking so sad. And when I looked at him, I was looking so sad. But then when we looked at each other, we just left. And then he was like, well, he said, I'm going with you. And then I said, come on. And then when he went with me,
oh my God.
We started walking back towards the spot where the trap was.
Okay.
Okay, and then this is what happened. Then his crew rolled up and they came and got him.
His crew rolled up.
His crew rolled up. They was like, sorry, Mamacita. It's what they say, we gotta go something come up. We have to go on tonight, not tonight, later.
Right,
they were saying in Spanish. They were talking in Spanish. They were saying in so many words. No, not tonight. We gotta come back another night.
Oh my God! Listen.
Listen. So
wait.
Right, that whole night, everything was going backwards. I had my iPhone. That's what it was. And this is what he told me. He said,
You're trying to get in the phone. He said, you got your iPhone with you? He said, you got an
Wait, is this the security or is this Sean Paul? Who are you talking about?
Yeah, he said, yeah.
No, is it security or Sean Paul?
Okay, we gotta stop the show. Yes, my homegirl said she was trying to run past security, but I got you. Listen, I got some crazy ass friends, Javon. Identity. Do you have any questions?
Who is the woman with Boost Mobile?
Listen, that's not important. It's one of my homegirls now. But we were talking about the Diddy trial.
Wait, hold on. Because I had a comment.
Yeah.
That was one of the most horrible interviews I have ever heard on YouTube.
An interview. I did ask her permission.
You asked questions 3 times.
Yes.
And she still overtalked you. That Boost Mobile's a bitch. Look. You need to work out people's audio before you do some stuff like that, girl.
I think the conversation can be heard. I think it was worth putting it in this video. And I was like having conversations with the guys. I said, I'm gonna compare it to how some men think that women should make themselves, they should know. Basically, the other dude was saying, listen, Diddy paid for this women. And but that doesn't give you the right to assume that you can do anything with, like, the paid sex worker still has rights. And if the paid sex workers don't want to get peed in the mouth, that should be like a no-go. I'm sorry, I don't mean to, I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at the guys who's, taking up for Diddy.
No, I identify your hate very well, so I know that one wasn't mine.
Yeah. It's not you. That's not you. But don't you? Is my homegirl? Like I say, is she not funny though?
I don't know. I couldn't get past the Boost Mobile. I'm sorry. Oh my God, that was terrible. That was terrible.
But you can hear her though, right? You can still hear her.
I don't think she heard you.
Oh my God. We fix to continue, Yvonne.
Who said this? Your phone is dangerous. He said, and then
who said this?
When I turned around, he disappeared out like a ghost.
Wait.
The whole night was weird.
The security guard or Sean Paul?
I swear. When I had my iPhone, he was like, "You gonna take that in the club?" He said, "No, mommy, don't go in." He said, "Don't take your beautiful, pretty phone inside the club. Somebody gonna take it."
He was worried about your beautiful, pretty phone, but he wasn't worried about your beautiful you.
He's trying to tell me to go the opposite direction.
He was. What about? Did he say you too beautiful to be in this party? He said you was too beautiful to be in this party.
Right, that's what no, he wasn't saying you were too beautiful. He was saying it's too dangerous for you.
It's too dangerous for you?
For you, right. He said it's too dangerous for you.
Oh,
okay? Right.
So you got saved.
Hold on.
Was this the security guard who's
Hold on.
Okay, Ardeni. Thanks for coming, Chris. Go to bed, babe. Okay, go ahead, Ardeni.
I got one thing to say.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Hold on. That was Boost Mobile. That was no iPhone in the building. And no foreigner is going to tell her phone is pretty. That doesn't work.
Don't bring her phone in this.
Look, man, she telling me that a foreigner told her pretty phone ain't gonna make it in the party. That's what we talking about.
Thank you, Chris. Because identity is being difficult right now. I appreciate you, bro. But anyway,
see you, Chris.
What happened was I realized I might not have the phone close enough to the speaker, so you're gonna hear her more clear. Like, that's all it was. I wasn't paying attention to the phone being too far from the speaker, if that makes sense. Because I don't have like recording devices on my phone, so I had to record it like I had to Negro rig it. If that makes sense.
So now it's T-Mobile, not Boost Mobile. What we talking about?
You're gonna hear it clearer though, I promise you.
because I realized I was like, wait a minute, this might be close enough to the speaker. But I promise you, it's gonna get better. Saved or was it Sean Paul who saved?
It was all of them. Look.
Security and Sean Paul saved you.
Okay. On that side of town, it's okay. When you go into the club over there, when you're on that side of town, it's like 100 people outside hanging in the parking lot.
Right.
You got to remember the atmosphere is already lit.
Right.
Okay, right. I was trying. Right, so there's already right. You have to remember there's already a party going on outside.
Wait, okay, there was a party going on outside and the inside.
Outside already, right. The party was outside. He was trying to tell me to just stay outside with the party that was outside, don't go inside.
So that is true what they talk about. There's always more than one party going on at one time.
Right, and at the time, this was way back in 2018.
2018, okay.
Right, and at the time I didn't understand. I couldn't understand why they would do. I thought they were, I thought they were being funny, but not like funny, like ha, you can't get in the club. They were being funny, like in protective.
Protecting you. I felt the same way. Did you know? Did I remember when I told you when I went to the R. Kelly concert?
Oh my God, that was actually where it was going to get interesting. What the hell?
Yeah. Listen, so let me change the title again.
What the hell?
Hold on.
We went from Diddy to the
yes. Fiddler? Do you understand how okay, so now this is what they call cosmic signatures. And I'm fixing to transition back into the conversation with the men because this conversation, these were separate conversations, but they had the same what's the word? Oh my God, Photon. Yo, let me take this banner down. Brother Photon.
Hey, good morning, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad you're here. Brother Photon, do you have anything you want to say? Or you just listening?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on? Identity withheld. How you doing?
What up?
How come I never see you in Photonica?
I don't know the address, bro.
You want me to drop Photon's address in the chat room?
And I travel on safer streets these days. I'm just saying.
I hear you.
Photon, you got any questions for me? Or you just want to just hang out for a little bit?
I'm going to just be quiet. I'm going to just hang out, just listen.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad you're here.
I just want to say real quick, I did got a show about to come on, but I didn't know you were live. My bad.
No. What I can do, we can what time you want to go on right now?
No, I'm going on like in 12 midnight.
At 12 midnight. So I'm gonna try to wrap it. Let me see how long I got because we could do a part 2 because I'm not even halfway through with this receipt. But
Jesus, you ain't even halfway.
I'm not even halfway.
Oh my God.
Photonica is popping, so I'm definitely listening to Planetarium. Will submit to Photonica. I'm just
okay. I would like to hear you. I would like you to come up stage and give your analysis and commentary on it. But
absolutely, I will be there. I'm gonna shut. So everybody that's here, we're gonna go to Photon's live, and I'm gonna drop your link in the chat at midnight.
Oh, that's powerful.
Yeah.
I hope you can make it. Identity withheld. Sorry for cutting.
I will try. I wasn't even supposed to be here. I just got lost on these streets.
Do you have to go, Identity?
I really do. I'm just hanging out. I was giving you till 11:30 to be honest.
Oh, really? 11:30? Oh, okay, but so
that's 5 minutes from now.
If you want to,
I gotta go get abused, man. We're talking abuse. I gotta go get abused, bro. It is what it is.
No, because nobody's forcing drugs.
Hey, I submit to mine. I don't know what you're talking about, stuff.
But she doesn't have to pee down your throat, do she?
Whoa, hold on, Star, hold on. Photon just got here.
What happened? What did peeing down throat? What I missed?
Pause. Pause. Come on now.
Listen, y'all have a loving relationship. That's all I was trying to say.
Stop telling these people like you know me.
I do know you and your wife have a loving relationship.
Okay.
Because of your conversations in the past.
Hold on. Hey, Star, you ain't got my number.
I know I ain't got your number, nigga. Put your number in the private chat right now.
I saw your track record. Nope. Shout out to Smoke though. You know what I mean? I ain't see Smoke in a minute. Yo, shout out to Smoke.
Solar Mind. Who do you know of Solar Mind from the conscious community? You know, Epi Yankee just put a comment to you.
I have not, Nappy. I saw Q and them talking something about it.
But
I have not been watching it though. No.
I'm gonna have to look him up, Nappy. And you ain't shit unadulterated, but this is true. This is very true, though.
Oh, it's a safer place these days. Yeah, I've seen a couple drive-bys on that block. I got to be careful, bro.
Well, Thank you, UT.
But
his property value must have went up. I guess
it really did.
Respect, bro. Respect.
So, Identity, if you want to go ahead and say goodbye to the people now, if you want to go ahead and go.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off. I think I gave enough support for this abuse.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know how we do.
I appreciate
you know how we do. You know what I mean? I'll stop by anytime I can.
All right.
Even if it's for a little bit. Now you got a guy from Kenya dialing in. That's crazy.
That's so awesome. I appreciate you and Chris's support.
And yeah, I don't think he's ever coming back, but
You'll
I wouldn't.
Clouds from now.
I wouldn't come back this bullshit. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh man, that's hilarious. So,
but yeah, you know how we do. We always have a good time up here.
Great.
You know what I mean? Yeah, yo, it's been so long. I couldn't find it.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Greatness.
Yeah, I couldn't find it, but appreciate the time. I'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you so much, Identity.
Peace, well done.
Absolutely.
All right, peace out.
And as for you, Photon, do you wanna are you gonna get ready for your show, or you just you gonna sit here and listen with me until midnight? What you want to do?
What you want me to do?
I want you to sit with me until midnight.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do. And if you have any questions, just tell me to pause.
Okay.
All right, there we go. All right, we're fixing to continue this commentary with my homegirl. And then
back in the 2000s, you wouldn't you party with Diddy, man? You wouldn't do one of that nigga offers?
No, not
Really?
knowing what I know now.
She started
Wait,
studying.
hold on.
You wouldn't have known what you know now.
I got one more question before I go.
Wait. That's what. Wait.
Can you hear that audio? Can you hear that audio, Photon?
Yes, loud and crispy.
Okay, thank you so much.
Finish my statement. Can I please finish the statement before y'all? Can I please?
Nobody.
Yeah, Poppy, you bored. Get Poppy, you bored.
So here's the thing. I got a chance to party with R. Kelly one night, but because he took so long to get ready, to come for the people that was backstage, I actually left. And then the fact that now on what I know now, the fact that I thought I would have been expected to be something amazing, right? But not get mistreated, because a lot of times what we're finding out is after these concerts, what these dudes do is they'll scoop up these women, or they'll go to shows, or they'll go somewhere, they'll go out and they'll scoop women up, and females think that they're hanging out to have a good time, not to be taken advantage of.
What? Yeah, like going to Airbnbs and stuff like that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wait, Star, how did that happen?
Okay, Photon has a question. I'm sorry, let me remove this banner. I was trying to go ahead, Photon. What was your question?
I heard you say you had a chance to meet R. Kelly behind the scenes. What was that about? What's that story about? When was this and where?
So in hold on. It was either 96 or 97. And
so before the peeing allegations.
Yes, this is before all the allegations. This is before the peeing allegations. Absolutely. This is before that.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
So
that was
just
96, 97. That was when he was like really lit at his
it
pinnacle.
was the down, you know what? It was the down low. Down. Remember when the Isley brother
Right.
brother
Yep.
did the concert with him, and this is the concert I saw. And this, so that it was that concert. It was the download tour.
So what happened? He picked you out in the crowd? How did that happen?
Matter of fact, it's in the video. It's in the video. I'm a. Can I play the video?
Oh, the video you're playing. All right, my bad.
Okay.
That's what you said,
Right.
with
the headline
For your sexual deviant.
Yeah, start with a ticket. Start with a ticket. Let's be real.
They know I'm hearing
Yeah,
it.
she should have been on the plane. Let's go.
No, I would not have.
Yeah, yes, you would. You would.
I got mad because Kelly was taking too long to come backstage. I'm not up for people being rude, even if you're a celebrity.
Diddy would have cleaned it up. You wouldn't have known the wiser.
Yo, did y'all notice? Did y'all notice how she made it to the back with R. Kelly? Did y'all notice that?
Wait a minute. All I'm saying is,
This is why y'all need to be planning, because y'all wasn't raised properly, because just because a girl comes home with you, you don't get to mistreat her and misuse her.
No.
All right, I just wanted to stop the show. Thank you, Miss Cupcakes, for coming through. It's so nice to see you. We're going over the Diddy case and the time I was gonna meet R. Kelly, but we're gonna listen to the video to find out what happened.
No, you're basing all of this on what you know now. You didn't know that then. You'd have been ready to go.
Wouldn't it have been?
We don't let her speak her. No, we don't let her speak her truth.
Wait,
hold on, Star. Hold on, Star. Hold on,
Why?
Hold on. Star,
when
hold on, y'all. One mic, real quick. Star know good and God doggone well she's way too old for R. Kelly. She needs to stop.
This was when I was
almost R. Kelly age. You was way too old for R. Kelly.
This is when I was 20 years old, dude.
And R. Kelly was 20 years old too. You was too old.
No, so my
He
thing
was like
is
24, 25 probably.
Yeah, you had to wait.
He was almost close, but Chad T, no, we're gonna shut this down at midnight because Photon gonna go live. So we're gonna do like a part 2 later. So there you go, Chad T, being messy.
R. Kelly. Has R. Kelly been convicted of that? Before we continue this conversation, we can only speak about crimes that.
Because all the video evidence we have.
That's right.
You know about these girls who go backstage with artists and think ain't nothing supposed to happen. Y'all asking the wrong questions. Y'all asking the wrong questions. Start. When did it happen? When did you start?
She said she was 20. She said she was 20. She said she was 20.
No. Okay, cool. No. And why? No, y'all listen what I'm saying. What year did this happen?
What homeboy said, because he said just because I go backstage with R. Kelly, I know what's supposed to be up.
No.
That's what's wrong with dudes down with that mentality.
That is not what's wrong with dudes. You know what these artists do.
You have a right to assume that she's willing to be.
But wait, what if? Wait, hold on. What if
I would never tell my daughter to go backstage with a strange man and expect nothing to happen.
What if he took you to an Airbnb? Are you supposed to give him sex just because he took you to Airbnb?
You don't have the right to do it, girl. It's gonna
say that again.
Things with you just because you take her home. That's wrong for y'all to think that you have the right.
I would never. What you saying, sister? I would never tell that to my daughter. I have never told that to my daughter.
Dude, I don't know what dude was they said Star knew what's up when she went backstage. That doesn't mean that any dude have the right.
It doesn't matter whether you have the right. The world doesn't even operate on fairness and what's right.
Right. But who's?
So I want to pause right there to make commentary the fact that there are still men in this world that believes that just because people don't do right in the world that you should still submit to getting mistreated, abused, and used. At this time, as a 20-year-old, I was happy just seeing R. Kelly, or had the expectation of seeing him as to spoil the story. I was not able to because of that's going to be explained in this video too. But the fact that there are men out here, that's why I feel like this jury wasn't able to make I feel the right decision, because of the mentality that they feel like a woman put herself in a position. You knew what was up, you knew what was supposed to be expected of you, and when you go, when you go backstage, you know what it is. No, you don't have the right to have you don't have entitlement over a woman's body. You using people's excitement and to see you, and if you turn it into something nasty because you're a despicable human being, as we are now witnessing and realizing, my message is, women, you just because you want to see a celebrity, they don't have the right to use you just because they're the celebrity. You do have the ability to say no. You stand up for yourself, because we see, like, we would have never expected a woman like Cassie to not have the ability to uh, know her power. But what happens is, we don't know that when we get into these relationships, we don't know that the man is going to turn into the monster that he is. So it's a slow burn into this, and now you're in this situation where you're financially dependent upon somebody who uses that financial abuse and actually threatens to not only threatens, but we actually saw the video of her getting beaten. So he was abusing her and coercing her to accept that, because he felt entitled to do that. Photon, did you have any commentary before we continue?
Yeah, on the subject matter, you're talking about Diddy, right?
Right, Diddy or R. Kelly, as we can see, both me and my friend had different situations, but you can comment on anything you want.
Yeah, I just wanted to say it's kind of weird. He has a history of just being violent to women, whether it be or just to men as well, just being a violent type of
And to
person.
men, right? We don't want to forget about the men that were victims. Sorry about that, guys. I have to include y'all into that. I apologize for forgetting about y'all. Okay, go ahead, Photon.
I just it's hard for me to just I'm reflecting on Kim Porter and
Yes.
just thinking about, although I'm not here to just create any type of conspiracy theories, but just
Mhm.
wondering about her and
Mm.
what really happened, if anything, outside of what was given to us. And then I'm hearing that, right while he was being investigated by the feds, he had a domestic. He was violent to his most recent girlfriend as
Right, the
early as
one,
June of 2024
and
while he was being investigated.
while he's being investigated, and he still pays for her apartment, but he held that apartment over her head too. He was committing financial abuse, and not only financial abuse, he actually abused her, according to the testimony, right? So, sure did. I'm sorry, did you have
No, that's
anything?
it. That's it. It's just
Okay,
where he has a long history. I hope
right.
he gets help. If he ends up getting out, I
Mm,
hope he gets some serious help when it comes to that.
I hear you, bro. I hope there's a lot of men. There's a lot of soap dropping opportunities. So let's see how he gets. Uh, you was. I hope that he gets to feel what they felt. He's taking stuff from them. Let's if he drops the soap when he goes to jail, or maybe he only gets probation. He probably gets time served. He probably leaves, but he might drop the soap and he might get the same treatment. So if that happens, I believe in that type of justice for him too. So an adulterator said, "Do you have any message from women who want to audition for a date Diddy later on the summer? No, don't go. Like, that's my message. Don't, we know how he is now. Don't do it. Like, we know how R. Kelly is too. Don't do it. But any, as you know, not only celebrities, but any regular Joe Schmo. Hey, Pills, thank you for being here. Any Joe Schmo, like, or any celebrity, we have to be careful because, like I said, when my first husband, who didn't have any money, he was abusive and he demanded me to submit to him, and but he didn't have no money. But and I did go to counseling with him, but when the physical abuse started, then I was like, yo, this, I would thank God I had a family support system where I was not I could turn away from that type of abuse, So thank you so much for that question. You have any other commentary before I push play?
Yeah, I just want to recall about how they were saying that he had these freak offs and
Right.
thousands of baby oil bottles, and
Right.
and just the drugs, and it just seemed like none of that was in the trial. And he had cameras in the freak offs and the different type of people that would come to the freak offs. So I'm just wondering, did they set themselves up for failure so that he could get out, on account of what he has over whoever he has things over? It's just a lot of weird things going on. I think he's owed $2 billion from that alcohol company
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
he sued. So
So
it's gonna be interesting, even if he gets out soon or even later,
he
just
still
even
got
how,
problems.
right. And then how is he gonna perform? Like all the people that didn't show up, what was it, just Kanye West that came to see him? How is he going to just is he gonna try to get back into the music industry and make music? Where's his mind at? Is he just gonna be a family man and just go off somewhere in seclusion? It's a lot. His story just really isn't over. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whether he gets out or not, it's a lot of unanswered questions that's still the public is curious about, or at least me. That's it.
Absolutely. I think you're right, bro. Like I said, even though he gets out, he's still gonna have problems. So thank you so much for reminding me of that. It's like he might not get the jail that we feel like he deserves, but his problems aren't over. So thank you for that. Oh wait, Nap said Diddy gave up the content on them of tapes. He gave up some names. Oh, that could have happened. That could have happened, Nat. And a lot of people said that they were looking for videos. Those videos were not for public viewing. Those videos are sealed. Only the juror and the judge saw those, and I guess the lawyers. So if anybody's saying that they didn't see what happened to all the videos, he had all these sex videos. The public was not allowed to see those. I believe the higher ups, I believe the higher ups sat him down now that they're gonna let him out. Okay. He was just wilding out. Like, he needed to be stopped, Chad T, for his debaucherous behavior alone. And Unadulterated said, that's why I was thinking he had the tapes on a lot of people. They were saying he was involved in Lucien Grange. Am I saying that correct? Granger? I'm sorry. Am I saying that name correct? Do you know who that is? Who is Lucien Grange? I don't know who that is. Let me look that
That's
up.
okay.
Go ahead, Photon.
No. Look it up.
Okay.
I don't want to.
You don't want to spoil it for. Okay, let me see.
I think it's Sir Lucien.
Sir Lucien. Okay, let's see if I can share this. All right. I don't know if anybody. Okay, wait. I gotta present it though. Okay, let me get rid of this comment. So this is Lucien Grange. If I'm pronouncing, it could be Granger. I don't know, but he is Where is this the button I click on? Lucian Charles to cease. Okay, his brother. Wait, Universal Music Group. Okay, so he's the chairman of the UK division of the Universal Music Group. So if anybody didn't know that, now you know. And Choke No Joke got all the videos on his VHS.
Who said that? Who put that?
That was that Chad T. Peel said, Chad T, I'll hit the link if my queen Anti is there. She's here. Oh, let me drop the link again. Let me see here. I'm gonna drop the link again, but we gotta leave here at midnight because we're gonna head over to Photonica, and and then we'll do a part 2. Darrell was talking in circles. Thank you for coming back, Chad T. I'm sorry, JJ. Probably the most powerful man in music. Peel, she was in here, and there you go. So we're gonna go back to, let's see here, where is the other one? We're gonna share this tab instead. We're gonna put the banner back up. But we're gonna put it on. Let's see here. Tell me if you can hear this tape.
Who said if you knew what was up when you went backstage? Who said?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, bro.
Are you telling me? Wait. I just want to be clear.
No. First of all, who said that so I can put the charges on the right dude?
But, go ahead, baby.
You're asking all the wrong questions, bro.
Who said
Listen
that?
to your story. I said it. Listening to your story.
What's your name? What's your name?
Go ahead.
You went backstage. Who said
Are you telling her whether you have the right? The world doesn't even operate on fairness and what's right.
But who said if you knew what was up when you went backstage? Who said
Are you telling me? Wait. I just want to be clear.
No.
First of all, who said that so I can put the charges on the right dude?
But whatever my name is, don't worry about that. James, there you go. So
no, it's not. Y'all stop playing, man. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all niggas is terrible.
Listen, you a derailer. Oh my gosh,
I'm a derailer of my own show.
What's his channel name? Okay. What's his channel name?
That's Lord ADS. Go ahead, Lord ADS.
Oh, Lord ADS.
He's give you his channel name. Give you his channel name. No.
She's writing it down. She's writing it down too.
His channel name is Jay.
Stitchy Bands. No, Stitchy Bands. No.
His channel name is Jay.
Lord ADS, you should be ashamed of yourself for even being.
No.
All right, one mic. Hold on. Y'all let Lord ADS finish this.
Brother, keeping it real. Start listening to your story. It sounds like you wasn't really turning down R. Kelly. He was turning down his boys. So to act like you
was turned down what?
For listening to your story, you said because R. Kelly didn't choose you that night. He
told you that's not what she said. She said that R. Kelly took too long. That R. Kelly took too long is what she said.
Thank you. You don't listen.
He made her
wait. So the fact that we was backstage waiting for him to come back there, I was like, oh, he's taking too long. I figured I gotta go to work.
What year this happened?
He has a point. Is
asking the wrong question.
They don't be having just like 5 girls back there. It'd be like 20 of them.
Yeah. It's like,
why?
So what was he taking so long for?
Because you probably have the women to deal with. You know what I'm saying? He's probably hitting something else. But if you ever been backstage and see how ballers kind of do about this stuff,
can we get the backstage?
So you think it's okay for celebrities to have access to women just because they want to live there?
Can we get the answer?
You don't want
I wanted to meet him. Doesn't mean I wanted to have sex with him.
Okay. Well, you didn't. You didn't. So there you go.
Okay. Well, can we get the answer? Can we get the answer to the question? What year did this happen? Good God Almighty.
But for you to tell me that I should have known what was expected of me, that is effed up for you to even have that mentality, brother. That's all I'm trying to.
That was wrong.
That's why women today are getting assaulted at an alarming rate.
Yo, you know what's funny? Sale is not, he's taking up for me, but he's joking about it. But do you hear how me and Sale is actually capable of getting along with each other when his significant other wasn't in his life? Does it, I mean,
Right. It's weird. He said, didn't he say he didn't know you?
right.
That's
Remember he
crazy.
said that, but he actually did know me. So, and you see how we're getting along and stuff like that. So, yeah, I just wanted people to just notate that. But I do want to go back to Nappy Yankee. If this is true, he said it seems like a Umar trial is coming up. Come and tell how. I think that's very important, and I refuse to allow unadulterated to uh just poop on my great name. I forget what happens is we forget about the men like Deontay who was victimized by the diddler. So shout out to the men who stepped up to the plate to tell their story. Now, Chatty say it might be good thing I left. Some people say R. Kelly smell like this. So here we go. Chatty, I didn't know how the backstage thing as a 20-year-old, you don't know that he's going through, and this is what's okay. He's with other women, right? Basically. He's with other women. I'm not knowing this, but guess what? I'm with a group of women who, okay, I'm actually spoiling the story. Let me be quiet. Golden Goddess! Hey, darling. Thank you for being here. I miss you, darling. And so I'm gonna mute so I don't spoil the story. Okay, here we go.
Because of that mentality that you have, ADS.
Alarming rate.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lie, Star. What you mean alarming rate, man?
Hey, listen, y'all not gonna be talking to Star like that, all right? She is right. Y'all men need to stop expecting things from women just because they fly you out or take you to an Airbnb or move you in and then you get married.
Thank you, Failure Life, for being sweet back then, but we know you can't now. So, but listen, we have company, everybody. Let me take this banner down. Brother Kip, what would you like to say, Brother Kip? Thank you for being here.
I just want to come bless your panel. That's all. And
listen, that's what I'm talking about.
Give you the salute and everything. We're looking to take up much of your time.
Oh,
what's up, Photon? And come on, just give my respect. That's it. But I'm gonna step on down and let you go ahead and continue with your show and everything like that. And I'm gonna get at you. I'm gonna get at you a little later on, okay? I probably come back up. Depends on if you still alive or not.
Photon, we actually gonna go live on Photon at midnight. I'm gonna shut this down and do like a
midnight. Okay, all right, cool.
We're gonna switch to Photonica in about 5, 6, 7 minutes.
Okay, all right then. Well, I'll meet you guys over there then.
All right then.
Okay,
Thank you
cool.
for blessing the panel.
All right, peace out.
All right, peace out. That's right.
Okay. Can you go back to Nappy Yankee? What is Nappy Yankee talking about? Is he talking about some trial? Is he talking about Umar? What is he talking about?
Hold on, let's go back. Did he say it seems like Umar trial is coming up? COINTELPRO. If it's true, Nappy Yankee, would you like to
what type of trial? Like a Diddy, Rico? What is he talking about? Domestic violence? What's he talking about?
That's what I'm saying, Nappy Yankee. Would you like to be more clear? Is there any more what's the word? Do you have any more commentary to that comment that you made earlier about Umar's trial? And while we're waiting, Photon, do you have any commentary?
Yeah, Chad T ain't shit. You see this comment? You see this comment?
I see it. This is true, though. This is very, very true. We can't call him a liar. That's for one thing. I'm a little rusty, but I'm trying to be positive as I can. Maybe they'll let me maybe they, the people that was planning on taking my channel down won't take it down. So we're testing the waters. We're testing the water. Wait a minute, we got Brother Nappy Yankee.
Hey,
Come
what's
on,
up?
Brother Yankee,
Yeah.
tell us what you
So,
got.
nah, that's you know what, Umar. Just bringing up Umar's in another scandal.
Oh,
Remember the conscious stripper?
Right.
Well, it seems another woman popped up, and she's airing out all the tea.
Is this the
And
lady that's on Lennon's channel?
yeah, I guess so, because Umar
I
referenced it again in his Instagram, like, yeah, you putting out my business. She has her own Instagram. I mean, I posted it on my community wall. She got her own Instagram, and she's like putting out all the text messages and stuff. And
wow.
yeah, so it's just more messy shit for Umar. And yeah, that's what I was referring to. I mean, yeah, I don't know if there's a trial, but who knows?
Right.
But yeah, it's just I mean I wasn't watching Lennon sing, but apparently I guess this is what these different this new series he has, because I looked at Umar, and then he put up this woman, and then he put up her pictures, and then I noticed she has an Instagram, and she's got putting up text message after text. I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, just more drama and shit with this dude.
Okay.
well, can you answer me this? You said you
Yeah.
didn't hear it, but is the woman claiming that he criminally assaulted her?
No, I don't know about that. I didn't get it. I guess they had no, I didn't hear about any violence or nothing like that. But basically, I guess he had a relationship with her. I don't know if from the little that I've seen, I guess he tried to, make babies with her and stuff, and just a whole lot. I don't have it. If you go to Lennon's channel, I guess he probably has more put together, but it just seems like a whole lot of messiness. And when you see the woman, obviously that's his type. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just more kind of messy shit. And he posted "Countel Ho." That's actually his word. That's what he posted it as on Instagram. Countel Ho Part 2.0. And yeah, this is really like 50, but whatever. But yeah, this is like the conscious stripper Part 2.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is right before he's about to go on the Breakfast Club. They're inviting him on again. So now when they ask him about the school, he can bring up obviously the vandalism scam, and he can bring this up again and say, yeah, this bitch, she's stopping me from getting the school up and running. So just the same old bullshit.
So
Right.
what do you think it's a diversion? Do you think the vandalism in this is a setup? And he put this all together to divert
Yeah,
the
yeah,
attention away from the school?
yeah. This isn't new. I mean, this is another vandalism scam. He's done this a number of times. So yeah, it's another vandalism scam. People believe it, and yeah, man. I mean, that's all it is. So this is that school is like an ongoing Mad TV skit for real. So, but yeah, that's nothing but another lie that somebody vandalized the school. He's done this a number of times.
And what about this woman? Do you think she's a play that they're in on it, and her and Umar's in on this play for content and relevance and the distraction away from the FDMG being open in September?
Now, like I said, I don't know about a play. I mean, it seemed like they had some type of relationship. The little that I've heard, and it just went sour. And she's basically, just from the little that I've heard, she's basically saying a lot of stuff that we kind of knew about Umar. It's kind of like when his daughter came out and his daughter exposed him. To me, that wasn't that big of a deal, because Umar told you that, yeah, I don't take care of my kids. I don't fuck with my kids. So it's just, we just got a face to the person he's been shitting on. It also shed some light on your boy TC as well, because TC was talking about, oh well, I rock with Umar because Umar is trying to help me. He helped me with my child support issues. Nah, actually, what Umar did was taught you how to avoid paying child support. That's what he was doing. Umar was teaching you how to be a bum, pretty much, and how to avoid paying your shit like he does. So when I look back at it now in retrospect, yeah, Umar was basically the reason you rock with him is because he taught you how to be a bum. And when you look at his paperwork and your paperwork, this shit makes sense now.
That's crazy, Nappy.
Wow. Will you be covering it? Will you be covering this new COINTELPRO 2.0?
I mean, nah, I mean, why bother? I mean, this, I just put it,
said Lennon did the
yeah,
videos.
I put it on my community wall. I mean, it's just, I'm just watching the show at this point and
Right.
just, yeah, I'm just enjoying the ongoing buffoonery at this point. So, but yeah, that's it, man. And I'm glad the planetarium's back open.
Thank you.
Back up and running, and good luck with it. And
Thank you, Nappy Yankee.
oh, yeah, time's up. So
are we going to
guys,
the
going
Photonica?
to Photonica and
We're going to Photonica, Photon? Are
yeah.
you ready?
I haven't seen you in years, Nappy Yankee, over there in Photonica either. What's going on?
Yeah.
I'm just,
yeah.
I'm just
So just
messing with you.
yeah. So on to Photonica for more fuckery. So yeah, man. Nice to see you back on.
Thank you so much, Nappy Yankee. It's good to be back.
Absolutely. Peace.
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 So everybody, listen. We gotta go to Photonica. So I'm gonna put your link in the chat, and then we're gonna do a part 2, everybody. So let me write the I got the 25, 45. Hold on. I'm just writing a timestamp where I left off.
Stargate, I'm gonna be grilling you with a lot of questions about this receipt you're going over.
You wanna play? You wanna finish it at Photonica?
No, I would want you to give you your shine, but I got questions about this R. Kelly story. I mean, I want more details, respectfully, and they're giving you the runaround. They just talking over much, and they're not letting you speak. So
Here's the thing. Usually when you are dealing with guys who they like celebrity men, especially successful celebrity black men, right? They're very protective of them. So, and I don't think women oh my God, Rico, we fix to go to Photon. I'm looking for Photon's hold on. Because the way they do these, so I'm going through my subscriptions, right? They're not putting them in order like they usually do. They have a grid now, but on your phone, it's way easier. Hold on. Let me put Photon's link. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Shout out to Rico. You got some fire music. I heard you released. I heard about 2 or 3 songs that you released. They're fire. I definitely enjoyed the music.
The music. Hold on, I gotta type your name in because it's not like you go down this list. Hold on, we're gonna share this tab. So we're gonna put the hold on, copy. We're gonna paste it in the chat. Well, I know you know where I know you know where Photon is, Rico, but a lot of people don't know where Photon is. So, Anthony, are you in the clouds? Anthony from the Sticks, are you here? If you are, can you fall from the clouds? Because usually he'd be the first one to. He'll make a comment. Oh, wait a minute, hold on, I got him. Oh, I put that in the. Oh my God, I put that in the freaking private chat. Hold on, everybody.
Oh no, I put that in the private chat. You see a link?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
That's for you.
Oh, that was for me. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, bro. So listen, we fixing to shut this down. We're gonna Photon fixing to ask me some hard questions at Photonica. All right, everybody. We'll see you at Photon. Thank you, Photon.
Okay, and I thank you for the promo. All right,
Absolutely.
see you soon.
Well, now I can hit, but but I know we have some people that don't know you. Thank you, Photon. We on our way.
Okay, have a good one. See you soon.
Babe. All right. Okay, everybody. We fixing to shut this down, and we're gonna do a part 2 Maybe tomorrow. I'm not gonna promise y'all anything because I know I used to do that all the time and it didn't happen. So there you go. Love y'all. See y'all at Photonica. And yeah, you right on time. See you soon, Rico.